I'm going to tell you a story about a man that didn't know his value and was, in a way, lost inside himself. But first, if you want to keep up with what we're doing here, and if you want to share cultures and ideas, like and subscribe to this channel. This will probably be more than one video because of how long this is. Now, I grew up in a small town in North Carolina. If I told you the name, you probably haven't heard about it unless you're from nearby. My family isn't big on communication. We were taught to be respectful and mind our manners. I was an only child for the first 11 years of my life, but my cousins and I were all very close like siblings. Back in the 70s and 80s, the family was also the entertainment. Sleepovers and reunions were always the best events. We had kickball before we had cell phones. Anyway, we never really sat down and talked about our ancestors or the black community. We just stayed in our bubble. In school, we were never taught black history. Just that we were once enslaved, and the South fought for their states' rights and the North refused and won the war. I lived in the South after all. They taught us the history with the least negativity toward the South. So I grew up thinking that black people were lower on the totem pole and that we hadn't done much since slavery. I was taught to accept what I had even though it wasn't what was meant for us. We are lucky to have anything, because we don't deserve more. Looking back, this ideology still pisses me off. Even more so because it was mostly of my own making. In my defense, I wasn't taught different, but also I never searched for the knowledge that was out there. If you asked me, though no one ever did, I would have said black people were their own worst enemy. That we go places and become the criminals and make things worse for ourselves. That black women of my generation all had bad attitudes and weren't attractive like white women with their straight hair and their lily white skin. I was the epitome of ignorance, prejudiced against my own. Don't forget to like and subscribe for the next part of the story.